Hello, welcome to the video. I'm Jessie, and on this channel I make videos about living creatively in my 40s, and this week we're doing an artsy video. I try to follow a formula for myself when making videos. Artsy, craftsy, thrifty, and cozy is what I say. I believe that creativity feeds creativity, and creativity includes way more than just artistic ability. So I try to stay authentic to my own whims and energy and just my own creative cycle. I go through phases of how I like to create. So I don't just stick to one thing, I guess, on this channel is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you'll see a thrift haul or like an upcycling project. Sometimes you'll see kind of just like more of a slice of life thing where I'm trying to do things that inspire me. Sometimes I'm just hanging out at home and baking or knitting or whatever. And then sometimes, like this week, I will be doing a lot of art. I'll probably be drawing in my sketchbook a lot, maybe work in my art journal. Yeah, and I'll just kind of take you along with me for a few days in my life with a focus on making art. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm sitting at my desk. I started working on a little project. It's just it's for an Instagram post, and this is like a lot of effort to put into one Instagram post, but I'm having fun. This is what makes posting on Instagram fun for me, so whatever. Plus, I get lots of practice drawing this way. I wanted to share some of my most recent thrift haul over there, and I thought it would be fun if I did that by drawing what I got. And so these are the first two little drawings that I've gotten done so far. I have two more that I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna work on that right now. This is good practice because like this is me, if you couldn't tell. My face, I'm not great at drawing faces. And like, especially when I'm drawing like from this distance or whatever, I haven't quite decided on the style of face that I like to do, especially the eyes. The eyes always trip me up. Like I drew these gals a while ago and I like their eyes the way I drew her, like these two girls' eyes. The back here I did like the entire eye. On my animals I usually do the entire eyeball. Here I did, this is like close-up of a face. So like I have more room to be detailed. So on the like full body ones, but here's one, I did her whole entire eyeball. Anyway, I already started doing them like this. I think I want them to all be the same for this right now, so I'm gonna stick with that, I guess. I organized my acrylic markers. I've just had them in the packaging that they came in, but there's like, I'll show you. They came in this tray thing, and there's like all these tiny individual little cells that they go in, and I was having a heck of a time always trying to get them back into one of these. I've been wanting something different to put those in for a long time, and I've had this caddy and I wasn't really using it for much, so now it's holding my markers. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna draw this one. And these are all from last week's video where I shared a small thrift haul. These all look really different in the face, but that's okay. The point is the clothing, right? Which looks close enough. Yeah, okay. I just got one drawing left, and then I'll be done with this little project. We've been having some really nice weather after several weeks of just awful, terrible smoke. And so I've been trying to spend as much time outside as possible. So I just want to go sit out there and read, but I haven't been able to get to the library to get a new book this week. So I'm trying to find one on my shelf that I haven't read. I used to do book of the month and I would never read the books. So that's what most of these are. I don't have that many, but there's a couple that might be good. I read all those up there. So I've read all these. Yeah, this one, A History of Wild Places. I really like this a lot. I loved Leave the World Behind, and Malibu Rising was pretty good. I've read all these ones. They were fine. I didn't love them. So these are the ones that I haven't read. The Hacienda is probably pretty good, but I did read Mexican Gothic and I feel like it's the same book. I could be wrong about that. This is a Karen Slaughter book, which I'm surprised I have. And then also this one, The Last Party. I think I'm gonna choose between these two. Journey's already out there waiting for me. Hey. I don't think I've read this Karen Slaughter one, but there's no dust jacket, so I don't know. There's no summary. I'll have to look this up on the internet to see what it's about. I've only read, I know she's a very, very popular author, but I've only read part of one of her books and I had to stop. I couldn't. It was so gruesome. And I read a lot of horror and I read a lot of gruesome stuff, but that was too much for me. And then this other one, what's it about? Okay. This one sounds like a murder mystery. Could be good. Okay, this Karen Slaughter one, I looked it up and it sounds like a crime procedural cop detective story. I don't really like those. Those aren't my favorite thing to read. Maybe that's her thing. Is that what she does? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna try this other one. The Last Party. This seems a little bit more up my alley. I kind of wonder if one of my friends didn't give me this Karen Slaughter book. She probably read this. Sounds more like something she would read than me. That's probably how I ended up with it. There's a map. Okay, I'm back inside. It's a little while later. I literally read like 3 pages of that book and then immediately started researching recommendations for a book to request from the library. But at least I was outside while I was doing it. I don't know. I've been having a really hard time with reading lately. I did manage to finish one book in July. It was pretty good. What was it called? Don't turn on the light, don't turn off the light, turn off the light, something like that. Yeah, I liked that one. It was different. Anyway, hopefully that book is available to pick up in the next couple of days. I requested The Troop by Nick Cutter, which is one of the most recommended horror books all over the place. I've never read anything by him, so that one should be good, I guess. I think I do have a couple books on my Kindle too that I haven't read, but that's probably dead and I would need to charge it. Anyway, that's my reading saga. I can't focus and I can't find a book that holds my attention for longer than 5 seconds. So anyway, moving on with the day, I think Lauren will be home pretty soon and we are going to have brats for dinner. Very exciting. Not cold enough. That's not cold enough. Okay. New day. We're outside again. I'm not kidding. The last couple of weeks, these last few weeks where the air was just not breathable and I could not be outside, I was so sad. Now I'm outside as much as possible. So I'm gonna draw out here. I've been feeling like I really want to take my own reference photos lately, or like just see things around me and draw them. I drew this little scene from last weekend. We set up Journey's pool for her to play in, and when we were all done, it was just, I was sitting up here looking down on it and I was like, oh, I really want to draw that. So I took a picture and I drew this little just scene of the pool and everything that was left over. And then like, I was trying to draw in like a more stylized way. Like, I don't know, I really like illustration that's a little bit wonky and like it's not trying to look like the real thing, but you can tell what it is. It never works out for me. I don't like it whenever I do it, but there was a little deer out in the field under a tree, and I was trying to draw that in this kind of more whimsical, I guess you could call it whimsical style. It was going okay until the eyes. He looks crazy. And then over here I had to redeem myself and draw a more realistic looking deer. Okay, so last night I took a picture of my dinner, which was brats. We always get the Johnsonville jalapeno cheddar brats. Those are our favorite. But that's what I'm gonna draw today. It's a little hard to see my screen. I have to test these every single time before I use them because like they're so similar. The colors are so similar. One of them is really pink though. One of these two is like really pinky. That's the same one that I just swatched. This is the pinky one. I'm gonna draw my hand in there too, I think. Okay, wind. Whoa. There's like a split here and up here because we cooked them real good. My husband cooked them. A little bit more pink inside. Where'd that pink one go? Here it is. I said I was gonna put my hand in there too, so let's do that. Let's just use a pencil. Just sketch it. Have like weird bendy joints. Okay. Kind of goes off screen, so it's like I'm squinting so much, but it's hard to see. It's hard to see what I'm looking at here. This does not look good. This hot dog looks way bigger than my hand in this picture. And I feel like that shouldn't be. It's like, yeah, I don't know about this. Guess I found something that I need to work on. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. Okay. Okay. That's the drawing. That's the drawing for the day. After my library trip yesterday, which I feel like this is turning into a book vlog as much as an art vlog, but anyway, I want to draw a woman in a library, and I was gonna just pull from my video footage, but as much as I love our library, it's like, it's brand new and so nice, and they have so much stuff there, it doesn't, like, it lacks the charm of an old library, you know what I mean? So I've just been looking for some reference photos. Something that I've been wanting to work on is like combining reference photos to make my own thing, and so that's what I'm going to try to do right now. So I've got these two photos that I'm going to try and make my own composition from, so we'll see how it goes. This is just a face. I was practicing drawing faces with detail, so that's what that is. I like the background of this photo on the left, and I like this woman's dress and hair, and from the photo on the right, I like that she's holding the book. So I want to pretty much draw the photo on the left, but have her be holding a book instead of pulling one off the shelf. You can kind of get the impression that that's supposed to be bookshelves. I'm going to color her in a little bit now. Adding color usually makes things look better. Let's make her dress purple. Okay, I'm gonna stop here because I don't want to spend the entire day working on this, but I just wanted to get a feel for what this would look like or could look like, and maybe I will continue working on it later, but this is where I'm stopping. See, I like how I did her eyes. They're just little dots. And she's like it's really zoomed out from her, so, you know, little dots is enough. I want to keep working on my people. I want to be able to draw like from different angles and different expressions. I would really like to be able to draw people better. So I'm going to keep working on that. But I'm going to end this video here. So thank you for hanging out with me. Hope it was fun for you, and I will see you next time. Bye.